Yo, 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 what's up, world? Let me make sure my mic is right. Mic check. Mic check. Let's see, let me get it right real quick, folks. What's up, world? It's your boy TZP back again for another video. Let me do a quick mic check and make sure everything's as it should be. 1 second. Should be 1 second. All right. The sound is good to go. What's up, world? It's your boy TZP. Welcome to 2024. Hopefully, you guys had a good New Year's, kicking it off strong. Make sure you guys start the new year strong. Make sure you finish it strong. It's going to be a journey. So make sure you guys grab the bull by the horns. You might have to steer that bull to the left, to the right, just as long as you pushing it back, accomplishing your goals. That's all that matters. So, yeah, welcome to my live. In this live, you guys, I'm going to be talking about the 10 things you should know before joining the Army in 2024. Let's get right to it. So down in the description, I put 10 items I will be covering in this live. So without further ado, I don't think nobody will be in my live because I haven't been going live, but it's something I'm going to change for 2024. So let's jump it up right now. Number one, eligibility criteria. Make sure you meet the eligibility requirements, which may include age restrictions, educational qualifications, physical fitness standards, which is the big one, and medical assessments. All of things are very important. So you can join the military at an older age. Right now, the military, all the branches are having trouble meeting the numbers for the year. So some of them have pushed the age limits a little bit higher. I know the Navy has pushed the age limit higher. I'm not quite sure of what the number is, but I'm sure they moved it up. So anybody who has served and gotten out, and then maybe they want to join again, or maybe anybody who's a little bit older that would like to join, from the jump, it is certainly an opportunity out there. Just find which branch, determine which branch you want to join. Find the age limitation. You might have to get a waiver. You might have to, check a couple boxes off, but it is doable. It is possible. All it takes is a little hard work and determination, and you can get it done. That was number one, eligibility criteria. Moving on to number two, branch selection. All right, you got a lot of options. You got the Army, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force. There's a couple different options out there for you to choose from. So you will want to understand the different branches out there and choose the one that aligns with your interests, skills, and career goals. Say you've been working in the civilian side for a number of different years and you understand this. Well, let me see. Let's go with fuels. Say you've been working in fuels, maybe BP or whatever. You delivered fuel in the past. You're familiar with DS2, diesel, F76. Say you're familiar with all those types of fuels. You'll want to look at going into a 92 Fox, petroleum specialist fuel. That is a good example of, make sure that what you're wanting to do aligns with your interests, skills, and career goals. All right, that's number two. Moving on to number three, you guys. Tonight's live will be short and quick. Training commitment. All right, that means be prepared for rigorous training. Basic training, of course, will be physically and mentally demanding. So it's essential to rise with a positive attitude and in shape in order to complete the program. All right, so basically, don't show up to basic training. Don't come to basic training having already cut off soda, cut off this, that, or whatever, because when you get there, you ain't gonna have soda. You can't smoke. Um, so those things you want to go ahead and plan to cut off before going, or else you'll have withdrawals. Like some people have withdrawals from coffee. If they stop drinking coffee, they'll get a bad headache, get in a bad mood. So small stuff like that, make sure you cut off before going to basic training, and make sure you're in shape. Don't show up, out of shape. I know right now in 2024 to 2023, I read online that a lot of recruits have trouble meeting the physical fitness standards and requirements because being obese, the type of foods we eat nowadays, soda, fast food joints everywhere. Just that's just something to consider when deciding to join. Keep all those things in mind. All right, moving on to number 4, deployment and mobility. Understand the potential to be deployed and the mobility requirements of the military. Be ready for the possibility of relocation, both domestically and internationally. Of course, if you're National Guard like me, the chances of that are less slim. While we do get deployed, right? We do deploy the National Guard does deploy overseas, and we do mainly natural disasters and so forth. But from my personal perspective, I deployed to the border for 2 years. I was in Fort Bliss, it's El Paso, Texas, and I was down in Brownsville, Texas, near South Padre Island. I'm not sure if you remember the area, but it's a nice little spring break destination. But yeah, so yeah, there's always a chance of being deployed. So that's something to keep in mind if you have, family and whatnot. So yeah. Moving on to number 4, specialization options. All right, so explore the various military jobs, MOS, military occupational specialty, that are available within your branch you choose. Consider how these specialties align with your skills and career aspirations. I kind of already hit on this one. I said that if you've been working in fuels for 3 or 4 years and you decide to join the military, 92 Fox, fuel specialist, petroleum specialist, that would be something you would want to align with. If there's something you want to go into a new career field, which is okay, do the research, find out information about it. Don't go into it blind. Do your homework, know how long the IT school will be, kind of get on YouTube. YouTube has everything. Get on YouTube, find out about the MOS, and keep in mind the end game. So when you choose that MOS, make sure that it's something that you can use when your time is over in the military. Always keep the end game in mind. Don't forget that, you guys. All right, moving on to educational opportunities. All right, hope your ears perk up on this one. Be aware of the educational benefits offered by the military. Many of these branches provide opportunities for further education, training, including tuition assistance, the GI Bill, and specialization training programs. All right, check this out. I went to hung out with a good friend of mine. She was in the Air Force, and she just got out, and she has 100%, right? And because she's at 100%, her student loans were forgiven. I told her, I said, if I could do a backflip, I do a backflip here right now for you, because $20,000 is a lot. I thought she was going to tell me it was for the student loan program, but nope, because she was a veteran and she's at 100%, her student loans were forgiven. Now that right there is big, So that stuff like that is to consider. Not that you should join the military to get your student loans forgiven, but that all plays into the aspect in the area. College, they'll pay for your college, and 100, student loan repayment. I'm real big on the student loan repayment. I have a video where I break down the process of the student loan repayments. Speaking of that, you guys, this is kind of it's kind of one of the areas I'm not happy with the Army, right? So I did my first 6-year contract, and I was going to extend anyways, right? So the offer was on the table, $20,000 bonus, with the student loan repayment up to $50,000. I said, okay, yeah, I'm about to extend anyways, regardless. So hey, go ahead, hey, let's do this, let's do this. So I signed a contract. Hey, they give me half my bonus right there in front of me. I get the other half 4 years down the road, which those 4 years have passed already, and I have not been paid yet. That's one thing I'll top on another video. And my student loan repayment. So I've been waiting to receive an email from the student loan repayment people for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years I've been waiting, and I finally received this email because the system was backed up for 3 years. 20 20 2021, 22, and 23. The student loan repayment program system was backed up. So I sent my nice nasty emails to people going up the chain of command. I don't know if it worked or not, but I received the email saying they're gonna cut my check and send it to my student loan people. So Hey, that's one more thing I'm excited about right there. But yeah, stuff like that. The educational opportunities, you know, get maximize it. Go get those go get those degrees. I can't even talk because, you know, I really need to be preaching to myself instead of you guys. I got my bachelor's. I have the opportunity to get my master's, and the military will pay for it. Why haven't I gotten it? What's holding me up? What's stopping me? You know, some people can't afford to go to college. Here I am, I have the opportunity, and I'm not taking advantage of it. That has got to change. You know, let me get off my little step stool right there. But yeah, take advantage of all the educational purposes. Number 7, military lifestyle. Familiarize yourself with the military lifestyle, including the structure, discipline, and the potential challenges of being away from family and friends for an extended period of times. You guys, it is tough. My 2 years on the border, my little nephews that they grew up so much when I was gone. Of course, we, FaceTime over the phone, told them happy birthday and stuff, but it's not the same seeing them grow up in person. And like, it really hurt, because my nephews, man, I got back, they're a little taller, stretching up a little bit. Small stuff like that is what you will want to consider also. So familiarize yourself with the military lifestyle, a bunch of positives and negatives that go with that lifestyle, but it's all about making the best of it at the end of the day. That's the biggest tip. Make the best of what you get into and all the opportunities. All right, moving on to number 8, physical fitness. Prioritize physical fitness. Military service requires individuals to maintain a high level of physical fitness readiness. So it's essential to be in good shape before joining. All right, so if you want to go off to school, one of the requirements is to have a passing ACFT, PT test, whatever they call it. And nowadays, you have to have a passing score. So if you want to move up in advance and go off to, SLLC, all these courses, that is one of the minimum requirements. But overall, in general, being in the National Guard for 10 years, knowing I have a PT test coming up at this day has really kept me in shape, because if I wasn't in the military, I don't know if I would have the build that I have and the fitness, maintaining the fitness lifestyle that I have over the years if I wasn't in the military. If you want to go to special school, special forces, you guys already know, be in top tip shape, represent for your hometown, represent for unit. If you get a chance to go off to one of those schools, or best warrior of the year, or best warrior of the cycle, whatnot. Number 9, the military code of conduct. Understand and adhere to the military code of conduct, which includes values such as loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, personal courage. Yes, those things have stuck with me for the past 10 years. Those things have played a big part of my life. Just, they're, I don't know, said it so many times that basic training is just, I locked in with it. So that's how I live my life according to those values. In the long run, they help overall. So military code of conduct, UCMJ, learn it, use it, that's what it's there for. Last but not least, number 10, future career planning. Keep the end game in mind. I can't preach that enough. Consider how your military experience can contribute to your long-term career goals. Many skills acquired in the military are transferable to civilian jobs. So think about post military career path. I cannot preach on that the most because, guys, can't be in the military forever. Sooner or later, there will come a time where you will have to get out. And transferring from the military to the civilian side is not an easy adjustment. Um, you know, of course, I'm National Guard. I can only speak from my perspective, but I have been to the border for 2 years. For 2 years, you guys, I had a layout of what I was going to do from the second I got up, from the second I laid my head down. I knew what I was going to do. So when I got back home, I had all that leave. I just sat around, I was like, what do I do? I'm sure the more times a soldier, gets deployed and comes home, it'll be a lot more easier for them, to get back to do that transition and stuff. But small stuff like that you want to keep in mind. And post career, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, post career, end game, keep the end game in mind. Take advantage of all the school benefits. The second you within 1 year of joining the military, I say if I could go back, I would have a game plan. What I want to do year by year, goals of certain schools I want to accomplish. The certain ranks I want to meet, and just the overall layout, game plan of what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. That way, you won't be lost in the sauce like I was. I was at my first unit for like 2 or 3 years before I found out that the slot that I was in was not even E5 promotable. My MOS was just it only went up to E4, and nobody told me. I'm new to the unit. I'm in this, they're preaching, work hard and you can promote to E5 and move forward. And here I am doing those things, and like 2 years went by, and it's like, oh, hey, Pollard, you know that the slot you're in, it's not E5. And I'm like, that's a story for another day. Yeah. So before making any decisions, it's advisable to consult with a military recruiter, gather the most up-to-date information, and potentially speak with current or former military members to gain insight into their experiences. That you guys, they're talking about me. I'm talking about me. It's your boy TZP. My channel is about the Army, fitness, and motivation. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. I'm here for the long haul. Any I you know, I there's people I have witnessed people, that have asked questions about on my channel. I've witnessed them go through basic training, AIT, and come back home. And that right there is really a good feeling, because overall, basically, I'm here for you guys. This is what I do. I've been doing this for a while. I've kind of been I haven't been holding myself accountable to posting content, but that's going to change. That's why I'm here on this live to talk to you guys and convey that, hey, I'm here for you guys. I try to make it a priority that anytime anybody drops a comment on my page, I make sure I get back with them within. I try to do it within 24 hours. But sometimes I don't see the comments or whatnot. But yeah, I just want to say, you guys, this is the video 10 things to know before joining the military in 2024. I just want to say that I hope you guys achieve everything in 2024. Nothing but love coming from me, TZP. I just want to say thank you guys for checking out my live, and I'll tap in with you guys a little bit later on in the week. It's your boy TZP. Catch you guys next time. Peace. Yeah.